What if you're wasting your mental money on dopamine? You're wasting your time, energy, and attention. That's your mental money. You should be putting your mental money on yourself. You should be creating your own dopamine. See, most people spend their mental money on watching other people succeed, watching other people's videos, playing other people's games. The thing is that you have to create your own game, and that way you will be creating your own dopamine. So instead of playing other people's games, instead of watching how other people succeed, instead of listening to all these gurus on the internet, yada, 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 and actually spending your mental money to get that quick dopamine, you have to start creating your own game. So that's a slower process, obviously. You want to create your own source of dopamine by actually doing those things you usually masturbate to. So you watch those videos, you watch how others do this cool thing, you watch how others make progress, but you're just sitting on the sideline wondering when will your time come and just wasting mental money on that dopamine. You're simply living your dreams through other people or other companies. So the point is to start something on your own. Start projects, start a business, start filming videos, start creating content, start creating music, start creating art, whatever you want to do. You need to create that slow source of dopamine that you can rely on. And you might think that it's hard to sustain. You think that it's hard to do something on your own, that you constantly need to go back and watch some stupid random motivational video, or you need to go back and learn that thing again and again and again. Maybe it's very hard for you to actually start doing a thing without someone holding your hand. But in reality, I guarantee you can do it. You just need a period where you take a break from all the bullshit that's flooding your brain. You see, all that information is useless because you don't put it into use. So that's the thing. I had this happen to me many times. I thought I'd need to watch all these videos and these lessons and take these courses to actually start taking action. But you already know how it goes. If you constantly default to that same familiar action you're doing, be it procrastination or avoiding taking action, that's eventually what you will do for the rest of your life. I mean, yeah, who would have guessed? You actually have to force yourself in the beginning to take that same action many times over and over again until it becomes a habit, until it runs on automation. You actually have to put in the effort to reprogram your brain so it becomes very easy. And the key thing is this: you need to favor slow dopamine. So do activities that release slow dopamine. That's the most powerful dopamine you can create. So I know it's hard. There's constantly distractions around you. There's always distractions that are calling your name and pulling you in, trying to make you do that easy action, that easy activity you always default to. But you need a disciplined environment, not just the physical environment. You need a disciplined environment in your mind, and you need a disciplined environment physically. So you need to, if it's really hard for you to resist the temptations, you need to structure your environment in a way that simply makes it impossible for you to default to those simple vices, those things that are calling you, like junk food, everything, your phone, video games. Just simply throw them out the window. You can get rid of those things. You can sell your fucking PlayStation. You can throw out the junk food. You can make your life extremely simple. See, I had this belief or this temptation to keep those old familiar things very close to me. We humans are so stupid that if we throw something precious away, then it feels like we're destroying something that keeps us alive. It feels like we're getting rid of something that we can't live without. So obviously it's a threat. Our brain immediately makes it seem like it's a threat, like someone's threatening my life here. Someone's threatening my survival. So that's why it's hard to get rid of those old things, even if they are bad for you, you know? You just have to do deep enough research to basically mindfuck yourself out of those bad habits, you know? Some people might need to get rid of all the bad stuff immediately, which will feel painful, obviously, in the beginning, but some people do it slower and it works for them. But if you want to compete with others, if you want to be fast, it makes sense to rip the band-aid off immediately and just start living a new, fresh life. Like, imagine starting from ground zero. Imagine being so minimalistic. Like, you have to adopt this minimalistic mindset also. Like, it makes life so much more lighter. Getting rid of all the materialistic stuff, all the materialistic bullshit you have around you, that at the same time clears your mind. It gets rid of all the clutter in your mind. So living life becomes much more lighter in a sense. So that's the disciplined environment you have to create for yourself in order to start creating your own healthy dopamine. And when you finally start doing this, you will be more inspired, you'll get more ideas, you'll just simply become much more creative with your stuff. So for example, today I woke up, went for a walk, walked for 5 kilometers, that's like 3 miles, then did a light workout, some stretching. I was without my phone the whole time, then came back home, spent some time in the sun, showered, recorded a couple of videos, ate some good food, some meat, some fat, then spent some more time in the sun, then now I'm back recording more videos. And you'll truly feel the difference when you're without your phone, when you're without the news, media, TikTok, whatever you're watching, it doesn't matter. Like, you will simply feel so fresh without your phone, without TV, without any fucking bullshit screens, you know? You don't have to be consuming stuff all the time. Even when you go on a walk or something, you don't have to fucking take your headphones and listen to some bullshit all the time. You don't have to do it. Like, you will feel so fresh spending some time with your thoughts. And you have to also get used to that. You have to get used to spending some time with your internal environment, you know? So get used to those things. These things are all creating that slow, good, healthy dopamine, life drive, natural motivation, if I could say so. Like, this is all creating discipline for you, you know? You don't have to look for the next dopamine hit, the next motivational video, or those sorts of things, you know? So yeah, start creating your own dopamine. You'll get more inspired, you'll get more ideas out of your head, and write those ideas down and create something meaningful and share it with the world. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Ciao. Peace.